guys. We're gonna turn the dough. My hands are slightly wet so that they don't stick to the dough too much. And this bread, you'll notice I keep talking about turning the dough instead of kneading it. That's why it's an all-day process. You don't just knead it all at once because you want to build up the air and all those nice bubbles in the dough. So we just turn it. And that means you take one side and pull up and over itself. You give it a quarter turn, do the same thing, kind of grab from the bottom and fold it over itself. So you're turning it. You do this quarter turn, so you're doing sort of 4 sides of the dough. At this point, during the first 2 hours, you can do it, you can see that I'm not being super gentle with it. There's not a lot of air built up in it. At this point, there weren't a lot of bubbles and rising yet. This point, we're just working the proteins so that the bread has its structure and can hold the air and rise and be a nice risen, structured loaf. So that's it. Now I cover it for a half hour and do that another turn then. You do turns for the first couple of hours, and then in the next hour or two after that, the third or fourth hour of the bulk rise, you still do the turns, but you do it a little more gently. You'll notice that the dough is already getting a little more smooth, but it's still pretty firm. As we go along here in the day, it's going to get softer and more pillowy and with more air in it. And so at that point, you'll want to be more gentle with the turns so that we keep that air in there that we've worked hard to trap. I also am finding that my house isn't warm enough today, even though I've turned up the heat. So I'm going to put it in my oven on bread proof setting. I'm lucky enough to have that in one of my ovens. So see you in a couple hours.